Welcome to Setuply, an AI-powered client onboarding and lifecycle management platform. Welcome back to part 2 of Day in the Life of an Onboarder. In part 1, I showed you how I set up my dashboard for success. Today, I'm going to show you how we jump into tasks, look at a case, and set a reminder. I'm going to start with the widget in the left-hand corner of the dashboard, looking at my Due Today items. Clicking into it, I can see not only the task name, but also the company name of this task. I'm going to click into the name Review Data Form, and it's going to bring me to the All Tasks section of that particular project. Here it's highlighted and I can see the task that I have to do. It's a simple task, so I don't have any direct steps to do, but I can see that it wants me to review the data form. The previous task was a data form completed by the client. By clicking on this, I can see the answers for the data form. It looks like my client wants email communications. They've provided their name, email, per the request of the data form, and then also provided the needs analysis below. I can see that they're looking for a full suite onboarding, HR, payroll, and TLM, and they need to run a parallel payroll for a company size of about 50. That's interesting to me because in the previous tasks, I found out that the payroll needed to be for a company of about 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of a risk on this particular task. So here I add a risk and say not matching information. And I could assign this to anybody on the project team, but I'm going to assign it to, on the core team, the project manager. I'm going to hit save. That's just a little thing to know that things are not matching up quite right. If I click into the pencil, I can start to add additional information. In the description, I'm going to say, this company wants a 50-person payroll, but in discovery, we found out it was 25. I'm going to hit save here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that task. Here on the data form, I'm actually going to start a comment with the client. I'm going to say, hey, did you mean to say 25 instead of 50? This opens up the lines of communication, and I can add it as either a private comment, which would go to only my core team, or public, which the client would see. So I'm going to add that as public. I'm now going to go back to my review data form task, and I'm going to mark this as complete because I have reviewed it and I've taken additional steps to make sure that things are correct. Go ahead and hit complete here. Now I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to jump into my cases now. I can see that a new case has been opened and that I've been assigned to it. So I'm going to click on the pencil here and it's going to bring me to the case contents. Here I can see the description and I can see that it's left a comment here from Brian Thomas, who created the case. They're looking to add additional members to their team and want to identify a time best for training. I can respond right here in the comments to Brian, but first I'm just going to quickly jump back to my dashboard and take a look at my calendar widget. It looks like I have time after 4 p.m., so I'm going to respond with that. Going back into the pencil here, I'm going to go right into the case comments and respond to him, how does 4 p.m. EST sound? I'm going to add this as a public comment so that Brian gets notified that there's been an update to the case. But if I did need to add this comment as private for our internal team, I could do that by using the Add as Private button. Now that I've added it, you can see that my comment is in the string of comments, and the case remains open because we have not yet resolved this. Let's go back to the dashboard and jump into email as well. Here I have all my emails, but I can look at the ones that are unprocessed, the ones that need my attention. Using the magnifying glass, I can see the content of the email and respond directly from here. I'm going to respond to Zhenya and say, no problem. Sending it directly from my homepage, I've now completed this email and I can mark it as processed. That removes it from my unprocessed emails, almost like an unread feature. The last thing that I want to do is add a reminder for myself. During this onboarding review meeting this morning, I found out that I need to create some documentation for one of my clients. It doesn't necessarily fall into one of the tasks of the project, but I still need to do it. So I'm going to come up to the to-do bell, my North Star, and add a reminder for myself to go ahead and do that. Here you'll see that we have case reminders, project reminders, you would have question reminders as well, but this is an ad hoc reminder. So I'm going to go ahead and create one from scratch. Adding the reminder using this widget, I can say create documentation for client Cheddar's treats. I'm going to assign it to myself because it's a to-do that I have to do, but if I did need to create a to-do for somebody else, I could use the downward arrow here or the search to add in a different person for this reminder, and it would show up under their to-dos. Choosing add, it's now going to add to my to-dos, and I can see a description of what I've put in there. When it's done, I can check it off right here, and I can see a list of all of my completed tasks up at the top. Just another way that we can use the Setuply platform to stay in one spot. I hope this helps you jump into your work and get acclimated using the Setuply product. Check out our website to learn more about our solutions. Request a demo at setuply.com or say hi at hello@setuply.com. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. See you in the next video.